very good morning to everybody, and thank you all very much for joining me for my video today, Thursday, the 15th of August 2019. Firstly, I wish to thank everybody who watches my videos. Thank you very much. It means so much. The only place I can start my video today is right outside the store of Wilko's. It is an important day today because, let me try to explain. Today is the last day for all contractors to apply for the job of knocking this huge store down, taking it all away and erecting the following: a 144 roomed Holiday Inn hotel, plus a conference centres, shops on the ground floor, and also the underpass to be widened, which leads to the North Shore station. After receiving all these applications, the parent company will then send out to the successful companies the request for them to further send in their tender to apply for the position of this enormous task here at the Wilko store. Previously to going on any further with this video, I must quickly add that it is a very windy day indeed. Far worse than last weekend when the air show was cancelled. It is a fierce wind. However, I am not going to let that stop myself from attempting to make this video. It is hoped that the rain stays away and we can visit our 5 venues: Talbot Road, Edward Street, the Premier Inn, Corporation Street, and finally the Sands Venue Resort Hotel. It is just after 10 a.m. in the morning, and I am hopeful that we make it round the 5 venues as said. Here we are now, right outside the entrance of the Wilko store, and now we'll start our little walk all down Talbot Road. Opposite, there's Markelly's there, and please remember that area that has been covered up with tarmac now, that is still got to be attended to. There's a technical issue there, which I've told you many times in the past. Yes, there's quite a lot of work still to be done down Talbot Road, including the erection of those posts that will supply the power for the trams. Now, just a simple situation here today. The contractors are in operation across the other side of the road. No doubt you can see them. They're coming into view now in that caged area. Now, they were very unlucky yesterday. They wanted to do this yesterday, but rain stopped play. They were waiting for some sand. To complete this job here, they need sand. However, as it was raining, the sand cannot be brought down as it would get wet. So today, fortunately, it is a winter's day. However, fortunately, it is not raining, which is everything. So that job can be done today because they have the sand, and this area here will be attended to and all closed up. After the sand has been laid, it must be dry sand, then concrete will be poured over that to complete the job. Due to this very strong wind coming from the seafront, I'm going to close this camcorder down just for a minute, and I will meet you on our way to our next port and call. I have just simply crossed the road and I'm now going to take you, as said, to our next venue, which is Edward Street. Just 50 odd yards away from where we started. And there's the very well known Abingdon Street chicken shop there. Marvellous rolls and everything in there, all cooked meats. And here we are. And this is the area that has been recently newly put to flagstone. It is Deansgate. And if we go up here, we will find ourselves at Edward Street. Just approaching it now. Happening here is what you're looking at, the actual road surface. Now that is saturated at the moment, so it will be very hard for the contractors to put any big machinery down here. And the work this morning looks to be very much work on the pedestrian side. There's some paving stones there, all being removed. There is a plant machinery moving about, but as you can see, immediately in front, you cannot put plant machinery over that. And there's nothing else. I'm just going to go round here, and there's nothing else in movements at all. Nothing. So I'm going to now take us to the next venue. As I've said, I'm hoping the rain holds off for me to complete the complete tour. So I'm going to turn the camcorder off and I will meet you at the Premier Inn site. Welcome back, and this is the site of the Premier Inn. And I'm happy to report, and for yourself to see, that the scaffold is now reaching the 5th story. A marvellous job here. All the boards in place, all the scaffold boards in place, and the scaffold itself. Would like to show you this. Just going to cross the road. And just point out to you the extension there. Can you see that extension in the middle of the frame there? Now that is a loading bay for the bricklayers. When they start, they need a loading bay, and this is it right in front of you now. Also here today is this lorry containing some insulation It is just waiting for the scaffold lorry to leave so as it can move in and let the contractors have this insulation of this lorry. I thought you might like to see this, a view of that lorry from the other side. And look, there's a kind of fault lift here which enables everything to be taken in and taken off this lorry. It is wild, a wild morning. I'm having trouble in holding this camcorder. I'm afraid I cannot take you down. I cannot take you round to the front of the Premier Inn. I'm going to go down now Corporation Street, where I hope it is slightly sheltered from the wind. However, it is not. So I'm going to close the camcorder down until we arrive at the necessary area. Here we are at the start of the cage where all the work is taking place. And across the road, the new curbing for the buses. Slightly protected here from the wind. I would just like to show you this sign. Tells you everything that's going on. A new sign here. Continuing our walk, and you notice across the road that new curb which is angled for all the buses. The three services that will serve from here, the 6, 9 and the 14. We're walking over now the area that will be extended. The road's going to be extended out here for the lay-by and also for taxis. Well, the weather is holding up for me at the moment, so what I'm going to do now is close this camcorder up and we will make our way to our last venue, which is the Sands Venue Resort Hotel. As said to you already a few times on this video, it is like a winter's morning here. The site of the Sands Venue Resort Hotel. We are at one of the two sides, and in front you will see 2 mobile cranes. Now they're not working at the moment, obviously due to the winds. These mobile cranes cannot do any work at all if the winds exceed a certain speed, and that is the case at the moment, but I can still show them. I'm going to walk now round to the rear. And there's another piece of plant machinery here at work. at our usual view from the rear looking to the front, and I would like to point out this usual mobile crane that we see here. So there's 3 mobile cranes on this site now. Now, like the first 2 that we've seen, this is not currently in operation due to the speed of the wind. Would like to show you the rapid improvement of all the steelwork on this roof. We are round the front now of this hotel, and I wish to show you the roof section. Marvellous progress here. I'd just like to say I'm under pressure here to even hold on to this camcorder. It is blowing a severe wind. I have just simply turned round and I would like to show you what's happening with the sea, how it is reacting to this wind at low tide. Now, I'm going to close up the video from here with these scenes of the sea. However, first of all, just like to recap about Wilko. Now, things should start to happen now with Wilko. As said a few videos ago, it is thought that things will start to happen very, very quickly. Not this week, not next month, not 2 months, maybe 3 months. But however, in the near future, things will happen. The mere fact that the parent company looking after this whole of this project have said that work will start at Wilko in March of next year. So for that to happen, Wilko must have moved out. We must all wait to see what happens. Now, with this view of the sea, I would like to close this whole video up. Firstly, thanking everybody who has watched this video and who watches all my other videos. Thank you all very, very much. All of you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.